Hi, this is Laura Robertson from the Waco ISD Education Foundation. We're here at Tennyson Middle School, where we are about to have an exciting event with the grand opening of a graphic novel section. Here we've got Mrs. Hull, principal of Tennyson Middle School, to tell us a little bit about why you're excited to have a new section of your library open up.
Well, I know from experience in my own household, because my daughter is a huge manga fan, that this is the thing. And kids are very interested in this, and some older kids, some of our faculty members that I still consider very young ladies, are very interested in this type of genre. And so when Ms. McCragen came with us on staff last year, she really started doing some research and talking to kids, and this was really one of the things that they wanted. And so we wanted to also participate in that because we knew that would also bring about a love of literacy and reading. So we're really excited.
Great, thank you. And over here we've got Mrs. McCragen, who is the librarian here at Tennyson Middle School. If you could tell us a little bit about your grant, which is Innovations in Literacy, and what inspired you to write the grant and why you're excited to have this unique special section of your library about to open.
Well, absolutely. The Waco Foundation awarded us about $7,000 for the Innovation in Literacy grant. And I came across a dissertation from a Baylor student last year when I was doing research from the grant. And it was a student that came into a middle school environment and had tested some students in reading, those reluctant readers, ones that didn't really like to pick up books in the library. And so she did I believe it was an 8-week study on, seeing how we could get those high interest books, stuff that's in pop culture, into their hands and see if we can get their reading levels to raise a little bit. And so I used that as kind of the platform for the grant that we wrote. And the kids have been so excited from the minute that we've started to trickle some of those books in, even from our own local budgeted money. We received also $3,000 from the PTA as well as this grant, and they have been hounding me to get in this section. So I'm really excited. I know it's going to definitely improve our circulation rate and ultimately improve our literacy rate here. So
That's great. Thank you so much. And we're also here with the Anime Club sponsors. We have Mrs. Mitchell and Mrs. Suter. If you guys would just give us a couple maybe interesting points about how excited your kids have been from Anime Club's perspective.
Sure. While I was in middle school, I was super into anime and manga, and I was able to find, friend groups through that. I was able to, form lasting friendships through reading the same kind of things my friends were. So I'm just really excited for them to have the same opportunity to be able to read the things that I read when I was younger and to experience, this anime through our library and through this grant.
That's great. Anything from you?
I know that there are a lot of animes that are also mangas, and so seeing the kids reading those and also being a part of Anime Club, we have a more diverse group, and they're able to communicate and kind of share their love of both of the pieces.
Now, before we actually unveil the graphic novel section, I thought we might want to clarify for anyone watching at home the difference between graphic novels, anime, manga. So would you be willing to give us a kind of a little tidbit on the differences between those types of literature?
Ms. Mitchell might be able to go more into the anime and manga. I know more of the graphic novels. The graphic novels are just a novel that's in graphic format. And in fact, it really helps improve literacy because it works both the left and the right side of the brain. So I know the science part of that and how it helps that, but I'm not, to be honest with you, very familiar. And in fact, I had to use a lot of student input when I was shopping the mangas to figure out what they were into because I didn't know anything about it. So she might be able to help you with anime and manga and the difference.
Sure.
Manga is basically Japanese comics, just comics done with a very stylized art style. And then anime is where it's actually, animated, voices are put with it, so more of a TV show. So that's the big difference. And a lot of mangas are turned into animes, or there's mangas based on animes. And a big difference, too, is graphic novels tend to be more Americanized or Western, like more superheroes, DC and Marvel and stuff. So different things for different kids.
Great. Thank you so much. Well, I think we are now ready to officially unveil the graphic novel section of the Tennyson Middle School Library. So we've got a special guest here today who is going to do the honors for us. This is Ace, and he is going to be the one to officially open up the new section of the library. Hey, you want to do this? There we go. Yay! This is Laura Robertson again from the Waco ISD Education Foundation. We're here to talk with a couple of students from Tennyson Middle School about this new section of their library. First up, we have Ace, who was our special ribbon cutter for this ceremony. So, Ace, can you tell me a little bit about why you're excited about this new section of the library?
Well, I like watching anime a lot on my own time, and I don't have access to manga at my house, so when I heard about manga being open up here, I was really excited, and they had some of my favorite mangas here too.
That's awesome. What can you tell us about manga? One of the teachers told me a little secret about manga that makes us different from the books that we know. Do you know what the secret difference is in manga and the books that we're used to?
Well, some mangas are actually you read from right to left instead of left to right, and then they're all in Japanese unless you translate them into English, which these books are in translated English.
That's going to be pretty different for some students to have to read from right to left, huh? All right, well, next up we've got Chris here, and Chris is a member of the Anime Club, I believe. What can you tell us about what you guys do in Anime Club, or what are you excited about for this to be open?
Well, it's exciting because it's awesome, obviously. And then a plus.
Why is it awesome? Why do you enjoy this particular type of literature?
Because in the end, it's funny, but yet it's awesome, and you also get to make fun of it at the same time.
What's your favorite? Would you have a favorite graphic novel or a favorite series? Are you a DC versus Marvel? Which one do you prefer?
DC.
Which character? He said Batman, if you couldn't hear that. All right, next up we have Noe. And Noe, do you have a favorite, DC versus Marvel? Do you have a preference?
No.
All right, what can you tell us? Why are you excited about this graphic novel section? Do you like graphic novels in general?
I wouldn't say I really. Yeah, let's just go with yes. Let's go with yes.
Do you like reading?
Yes. When I was a kid, I never really liked reading. So when I heard about like manga, how it was kind of interesting. So I kind of got into it. Then I got into is it nonfiction? No, it's fiction. Yeah, it's fiction. I keep forgetting which other two. But yeah, I got into reading and I actually really like it. Just not like textbook part. No way.
Understandable. It's okay. All right, Isaac, we hear that you are the go-to guy for Anime Club. So what do you guys do in Anime Club? And maybe even tell us a little bit about, are you guys going to come in here and do you guys read together? What do you guys do in anime?
Well, we basically just sit around and watch anime until 5:30. And it's really fun because some of us just actually making tell jokes about the anime while it's going. And the mentors there are actually pretty cool themselves. So, yeah, it's pretty much just basically cool.
All right. Do you have, again, I'm going to keep asking this question of everybody, so be prepared. DC versus Marvel, do you have a preference?
Marvel.
Why?
I can tell he's looking at me seriously.
So why Marvel?
Because they got the best superheroes.
Which one?
Let's see. I think it was Thor that I liked the most.
Good choice. Good choice. Anyone? Any of our other club members in the back want to weigh in on the DC versus Marvel question?
I'd say DC.
She said DC. Ooh, interesting choice. You, sir? Oh, and Marvel. So it sounds like we've got a good mix, which is great. It's great to have a good mix of kids interested in all the different styles of novels that are going to be open here now in the new section of the Tennyson Middle School Library. So we would like to thank Mrs. McCagran and Mrs. Hall and the other teachers and the staff here at Tennyson Middle School for inviting us here and for putting those dollars to great use by opening up a great new section of the library here at Tennyson. Thank you, guys.